Louisiana for the feature matchup between the Independence Tigers and the Kentwood Kangaroos. Before we get to game action, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you need to get in shape, you can stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 1330 Highway 51 in Ponchatoula, or you can call them on the phone at 386-8507. That's Ponchatoula Fitness Center. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you'd like to build a house and you have some financial constraints, hey, don't worry. Call Rabondo Builders today at 375-2077. That's Rabondo Builders. And also, Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing. For all of your car care needs, stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Owner Joe Petito and his staff, Terrell, Terrence, and Roy Vincent, will give you the best service around. Stop by at 206 West Palmetto Street or call at 748-8532. Coming soon, Petito's, and opens up Amy's First Quick Lube. And also, Freddie Baglio. Please vote for number 17, Freddie Baglio, for Independence Board of Aldermen. And Brenda Bro, State Rep, District 62. Vote for Better Louisiana. Vote Brenda Bro. We're about ready to kick it off from Kentwood, the Independence Tigers and the Kangaroos. And Big Aaron Lips kicking off to the Kangaroos. Kentwood comes into this game tonight ranked 9th in the state in 1A with a 1-2 record. The Tigers come in 3-0 on the season, rated number 1 in 3A in the state of Louisiana. Here we go. The Kangaroos have it at the 10. They bring it out, and it's out to the 20-25. He's hit at the 30-yard line, pushed backwards, and that was number 34, Ronnie Westby, on the return for the Kangaroos. Pretty good field possession at the 33-yard line.
Good way to start the game. Good field position at their own 32-yard line. Good return by a 20-yard gain on that play.
Last week, the Independence Tigers defeated Estruma in a tough battle at home, 19-14. They trailed at halftime, but they came back and won it. And the Kangaroos got their first win of the season last week against the St. Helena Central Hawks. They won it by a final of 32-16. And they had some big plays on defense tonight. The Kangaroos will have to play big defense against this number 1 rated team in 3A Independence. There goes McKnight. He's in the shotgun. First down and 10. He's got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. He rolls to his left. He's going to take it. He's strung out. He's down the sideline and hit. Brought down by number 14 of Independence.
It's going to be number 44, Chris Bonds, on their stick right there. Penetrating the backfield for about a gain of 2 yards for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
That wasn't Dustin Signorelli. That was, you're right, that was the quarterback playing defense. Hard to catch that number as he's streaking down the sideline, but little gain there by McKnight, but they strung him out defensively. Independence has got a quick defense. Their front four, they really string you out.
We have to realize Kentwood a couple weeks ago struggled with the passing game because you know they're going to come out running in the first half.
McKnight back in the shotgun, 2nd down and 8. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. He drops back, throws it out in the flat to number 6, and it's incomplete to the intended receiver, Cedric Addison. So he overthrew it a little bit, but, you know, we saw Desmond McKnight against Amede, and he's got a lot of talent. He's a very athletic quarterback, but they're still trying to work him into the passing game and get him comfortable because he likes to run the ball, and when he tucks it and runs it, he can also kill you on the ground.
Well, it's good. He's got good size and speed. It's just at times he looks a little shaky in the pocket, you know. Trying to make a quick decision, trying to get something happen, it just kind of messes up every now and again.
You got to watch out for Cedric Addison, number 6, who's in the backfield right now. He's a great back. Last week he had a 3-yard touchdown run. It's 3rd and 8. McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. They flip it to Addison. Now they flea flicker. Addison will fake the throw, run right up the middle of the Independence defense, and he's dragged down at about the 44-yard line. So a good decision by Addison. He faked like he was going to throw, and the flea flicker decided to take it up the middle, got about 10 yards on the run.
Well, they were trying a halfback pass on that. Quarterback rolled out to the left. He was covered down the left sideline. Good defense by the Independence Tigers. It's going to be close right here.
As we said, Independence comes in rated number 1 in the state in 3A. They're 3-0. They defeated Estruma last week. They had a tough game against Estruma. Estruma really pushed them, but they were down 14-13 at halftime. Came back. Dustin Signorelli threw a couple touchdowns. 174 yards out to Jarvis Dunn, an 11-yard TD to Hubbard. They pulled it out. That showed you why they're rated number 1. Kentwood got their first win because of big defensive plays. Tonight, like we said, they're going to have to step up defensively. They've got their hands full with the Tigers. It's 4th and 1, and now Kentwood will punt. They fake it and go up the middle, try to get the first down. And I don't know if they got it. It's going to be very close. Little fake there. It's going to be extremely close.
Good pursuit right there by the defense, really collapsing the hole right there. Number 16, Desmond McKnight, doing a little punt fake on that. Gaining about a yard. It's going to be close on this play.
It'll be very close. Now they bring out the chains. The official chain crew comes out.
Vote number 15, Chuck Reed, for State Representative in District 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions and wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. Please vote number 15, Chuck Reed. And this game is also sponsored by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Railroad Avenue in Independence.
Well, the Independence defense stuffed them right there. They did not get the first down, so Independence gets the football back. And, you know, it's very early on. And that was a gutsy call by Coach Carrier to go for that first down. Now Signorelli has it under center, two backs in the backfield. He hands it off, and that's Jarvis Dunn. He's got a hole. He's down the sideline. He's up to the 30, and he's dragged down shy of the 30 at about the 20, at the 30-yard line. So Jarvis Dunn, last week, Brett had 120 yards on the ground rushing. Big day for him against Estrima. The Tigers hope he has another big night tonight against Kentwood.
Oh, absolutely good run right there by Jarvis Dunn. But give all the credit to number 62, Bobby Case, really opening up a hole right there on the left side. Coming around from his, looks like his left guard position, pulling on that play, giving Dunn enough for him to run.
Good play. Jeff Horchak, Brett Luckett, and Francis Scott with you. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Signorelli under center. He's got two backs in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, steps up, throws, and almost caught his own pass. Looks like he caught his own pass there. It was incomplete to the intended receiver. That was number 31, Gerald Williams, but interesting play there.
Trying a little simple run out to the right, trying to hit number 31 out of the backfield. Almost a costly turnover right there.
Checking into the game for Independence is number 24, Roderick Brister. He's a good-looking receiver. They got Brister in the game now. He split out wide right. It brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Tiger offense. This is their first possession of the ballgame. 9:56 remain in the first quarter. No score. Signorelli under center. A receiver split to the far side. Two backs in the backfield. Hands it off up the middle, and they carry it for about 3 or 4 yards. The carry by number 31. That was Gerald Williams. But tonight you should see Dustin Signorelli air it out and throw more. Like I said, last week against Estrima, he threw a 74-yard touchdown to Jarvis Dunn. And he threw an 11-yarder to Neely Hubbard. Tonight, he should open it up, and as well as run it.
Well, they love to pass it, but Independence is mostly going to be a running team. When you got a line who averages 275, you're going to want to pound the ball the whole game and wear out the defense on the Kentwood side.
3rd and 4, Signorelli under center. Royce Skameka split wide right, two backs in the backfield. Signorelli takes it himself, goes on the right side, now pitches it out to Dunn. He's got a little hole. He's down to the 20 and slung out of bounds at about the 17-yard. It looks like a face mask penalty on Kentwood.
Got drugged down hard right there. You could be looking at about a 15-yard personal foul right there.
And just about taking right to the end zone where they are right now.
Once again, keeping it simple, a little option rollout. Signorelli doing a great job, really selling the pitch right there. Wait till the last thing before he got hit, pitching it to Jarvis Dunn around the side.
Yeah, Jarvis Dunn very quick on the outside. When you get him outside, he's got exceptional speed. And right there, like you said, waited, pitched it out the last second. They picked up some nice yards. A penalty on Kentwood that moves the Tigers down. So a face mask penalty on Kentwood cost them here in the first drive. And it's 1st and goal for the Tigers of Independence, who are ranked number 1 in the state in 3A. 3-0 on the season, undefeated and trying to keep it alive. Signorelli under center. He's got one receiver split to the near side, two to the far side, and Dunn in the backfield. Pitches out to Dunn. He drops at the fumble. It's on the ground, and it looks like Big Aaron Lips might have fallen on it.
Give credit to number 25, Anthony Kao, and the Kentwood Kangaroo defense. Really penetrating right there, coming through in a hurry.
He was.
Really disrupting that play.
That's what you have to do if you're on defense, is disrupt that pitch out. And he did it perfectly there, but the Tigers did recover the fumble, and that brings up 2nd and 10. Ball is a little slick tonight. We had some rain in the area, so the field's slick. So at times those handoffs are very important. You have to make sure you have crisp handoffs. And a lot of times you'll see botches on the handoffs and the pitch outs.
Well, you have to realize it's been raining pretty much all day, so the ball can be a little slippery at times.
Last time we saw the Kangaroos, they played A-Meet, and it was very rainy in A-Meet, so they know how to play in rainy weather. Signorelli under center. He takes it himself, goes up the middle, fights hard for some yardage, takes it down to about the 10-yard line. And, you know, Dustin Signorelli is a very versatile quarterback because he can lower his head and run it, as he showed you right there. He can roll out and throw it, and he can hand it off and run the option. He has a lot of weapons, but he really can play different positions as a quarterback. He can do just about everything a quarterback has to do in different formations, and right there he took it right up the middle.
You have to realize this young man, 6 foot 210, you know, almost like a running back in this league. So he can take it to the hole, really pound it out up front.
3rd and 10 for the Tiger offense. Kentwood defensively trying to lock down now. And Signorelli under center. Jarvis Dunn split wide right. Two receivers to the far side. Nobody in the backfield. Now Dunn's in motion. They hand it to Dunn. He goes around the left side. He's got a hole. He's down to the 5. Cuts back to the sideline. 3-2. Touchdown. Jarvis Dunn takes it in from the left side, and that was about a 10-yard run by Jarvis Dunn, who was in motion.
said Jarvis started motion from the right-hand side, doing a little in reverse on that play, a little trickery. Number 21, Landry Richardson providing a block downfield on the left-hand side.
Great play there by the Tigers, and Jarvis Dunn shows his speed on the outside to get the first score of the game. Independence leading 6-0. They'll try for the extra point. And guess who's going to try the extra point? Big Aaron Lips. They fake, and now they fake, and the holder is dropped in the backfield. That was Skameka. They tried to go for two, and they didn't get it, so the Kentwood defense holds them there. And your score was 7:34 remaining first quarter. Independence 7, Kentwood 0. Excuse me, 6-0. My fault, 6-0. As the Tigers go for the two-point conversion, don't capitalize, and they take a 6-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, you've seen two gutsy calls in the first half. You've seen Kentwood go for it on 4th and less than the yard with a fake punt. Now Independence trying to go for two early in this ball game. Could be a costly mistake later down the road.
Could be. You're playing a good Kentwood Kangaroo ball club. You want to take advantage of every opportunity you have, and you never know, but they were becoming aggressive at that point, going for the two-point conversion. They didn't get it, and they lead 6-0. Aaron Lips kicking off for the Tigers. If you just missed the play, the Tigers scored on a 10-yard run by Jarvis Dunn. They handed off to him. He was in motion, went around the left side and scored. They went for two on the two-point conversion, didn't get it, and that's why the score is 6-0. Independence with the lead. Lips kicking off to the Kangaroos. Well, it's over number 11's head. That was Daryl Cooper into the end zone.
I believe in high school football, the rule is once it goes in the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. It'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Desmond McKnight and his offense comes back onto the field, and they only gave up 6 points there, but they're still in this game. This is early in the game, and I was talking to some people before on both coaching staffs on both sides, and they said that they don't expect this to be a real high-scoring game. They expect the defenses to step up and it to be a low-scoring matchup. So we'll see. It's hard to tell with two good teams like this what will happen, but we don't expect a real shootout. We expect a lower-scoring matchup. McKnight under center. He's got one receiver to the near side and one to the far side. 1st and 10. The ball's at about the 20-yard line. They pitch it to Addison. He has a hole, spins forward, and takes it up to about the 25-yard line. So a nice little run by Addison.
That was number 87, Kenny Gellador on a tackle. Staying home right there, making a good tackle for about a 4-yard gain for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
Brings up 2nd and 7 for Kentwood. Addison into the ball game, and Desmond McKnight back in the shotgun. He's got it, rolls to his right. He's in a little trouble, now steps up, and he throws it back behind to Addison. He drops it, but falls on it, and didn't quite get much on that play.
Well, Jeff, if you notice, that was a backwards pass, so that was a lateral. So there was a fumble on the play. Looks like they're going to lose about 4 yards on the play. Almost a costly mistake again by Desmond McKnight.
Yeah, deep in your territory. You don't want to give the Tigers the ball around the 20-yard line, so they are very fortunate to have recovered that fumble.
When your team is 1-2 and you're playing against a 3-0 team like the Independence Tigers, you don't want to make mistakes like that early in this ball game.
No, you don't. They're going to have to execute offensively and become more fluid in their offense, because Coach Carrier's out there right now really telling his crew, he's like, you guys have got to play solid football. You know, early on in the game, we're down 6-0. You've got to execute these simple handoffs in order to stay in this game. And Coach Carrier, I mean, he's one of the most disciplined coaches in the area. And he really is on his club right now trying to get them into this game. They don't seem to be mentally in the game. So the Tigers come on defensively, and Kentwood tries to get it going. It's 3rd and 7. The ball is spotted at around the 20-yard line, so they've got to get the ball downfield and start clicking on offense.
Well, Jeff, if you remember when we called that game a couple weeks ago in A-Meet, when Kentwood played A-Meet, they were just making too many mistakes early in the ball game. That's pretty much what cost them that night.
Right. Yeah, you know, they have a very difficult schedule. They play the A-Meets, the Kentwoods, the St. Helena's, and Coach Carrera knows, you know, his team's got to step it up early. They can't get behind. When you get behind in a game, a lot of times it's difficult, even when you're at home. Now, Kentwood's one of the toughest places in the area to play, but when you're at home, you have to get up in the game. And
absolutely.
3rd and 7. Addison the backfield. McKnight hands it to number 11. That's Kendall Cooper. He goes down the sideline, breaks tackles, and a beautiful run by Cooper. He takes it down to about the 35-yard line, and a gutsy run by number 11, Kendall Cooper. The 5'6", 145-pound junior picks up some nice yards and gets the Kentwood offense going.
Good blocking right there, but up front on the Kentwood offensive line, really pushing the defense backwards. Number 87, Kenny Gellador, in a tackle for the Independence Tigers.
Brings up 1st and 10. That was a first down for Kentwood. Desmond McKnight under center. He's got back in the backfield. He hands it around the left side. There it goes. Number 20 up the field, McGee, and he takes it down to about the 40-yard line. So another positive gain. And they just have to feel comfortable now. Start giving it to their backs. Let them run a little bit. Then you can roll out McKnight and let them throw some short passes and start getting into a groove.
Well, it's a young man like Desmond McKnight. If he's a little jittery in the beginning, go ahead and just pound the ball a little bit, you know, kind of work your way downfield, then maybe go ahead and open up the pass game later on in his drive. 2nd
down and 7. The ball is spotted at about the 38-yard line for the Kangaroo offense. They trail 6-0 with 5:46 remaining first quarter. McKnight under center. He's got a back in the backfield, and he's got number 20 in motion. That's McGee. They pitch it out to Addison. He's got a hole right down the sideline and takes it up to the 45-yard line. Good tackle there by the Tigers, number 44, Chris Bonds.
That was number 34, Ronnie Wesby, on a big block right there, really creating a little gap right there for the running back to shoot around the left side for about a 6-yard gain.
Really helped Addison out there, and that's the name of the game. When you're a running back, you've got to have men in front of you blocking, opening holes. And there was a nice hole there for Addison. He picked up the positive yards. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Hand it off up the middle. And they pick up about 2 or 3 yards again, but Independence's defense in the middle, their interior defense is about as good as you'll see in the area.
Well, Jeff, if you see number 64, Aaron Lips, who's just in on that play for the Independence Tigers on the defense, in a big game like this, you can't see him a lot. You will see him a lot in this ball game.
Time out on the field. We'd like to go back through our sponsors again who helped bring this broadcast to you and yours. Brenda Bro, she's running for State Representative District 62. Number 12, as your state representative, Brenda Bro will work hard to protect your rights and make government work for you. That's Brenda Bro, State Rep District 62. Also, vote for Freddie Baglio, number 31. A vote for me is a vote for the people. He's running for Independence Board of Aldermen on October 7th. That's Freddie Baglio. And also Ponchatoula Fitness Center. You can go by and see him at 386-8507. A good family atmosphere. If you'd like to work out, stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 1330 Highway 51 in Ponchatoula, right down from North Oaks Hospital and across from the old Cave Tangi. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building houses in the area. Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you'd like to build a house and you have some financial constraints, hey, feel comfortable to call the Rabondo Builders at 375-2077. And also Breezy Quick Lube. Breezy Quick Lube, Joe Petito Auto Detailing for all of your car care needs. Stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Owner Joe Petito and his staff, Terrence and Roy Vincent, will give you the best service around. Stop by at 206 West Palmetto Street or call it 748-8532. Coming soon, Petito makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. Back to game action, 1st and 10 for the Kangaroo offense. McKnight in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Drops back, got some time. He's got plenty of time. Steps up now. He feels the pressure, rolls to his left down the sideline. He throws it the last second. It's caught down the sideline by number 34. Guess who? Ronnie Wesby with the reception. And that's good for another positive game for the Kangaroos. Down to about the 40-yard line. So a nice play there. The last second, McKnight finds Wesby and hits him on the sideline.
Well, Independence had great coverage downfield. McKnight couldn't find anyone, so he was forced out of the pocket because that was good up front rush by the Independence Tigers. McKnight rolls out, and number 34, Ronnie Wesby, feeling McKnight coming around the left side, kicking back towards him, and made a good play.
Beautiful play there. And now the Kangaroo offense starting to kick in here in the first quarter with 4:31 remaining. They trail 6-0. It's 1st and 10. McKnight in the shotgun. He's got Addison in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Fakes it to Addison, takes himself out the middle. He's got some room, breaks tackles, and he's down to about the 37-yard line. So another nice run by Desmond McKnight. And now the Kangaroo offense starting to roll.
McKnight just faking it to the up back right there, keeping himself going right behind number 78, Paul Dyson, 6'4" tackle who weighs in at 265, so why not go behind him every now and again?
That's what Kentwood has to do. They have to get their backs in motion, start getting them active picking up some yards. Then you can use McKnight, roll him out. Then he can throw some short passes. Then he feels comfortable. Brings up 2nd and 4. McKnight under center. He's got a back in the backfield and a man in motion. They hand it to Addison. He's got a huge hole. He's up the middle of the field and down to about the 25-yard line. A big run there by Cedric Addison. He blows through the hole. Quick explosion by Addison. Another nice run, and now Kentwood starting to move the ball in this Independence defense.
Addison really exploding right there through the line. You're going to have to give him credit, because that run was all him. Kentwood just made a little crease on the up front right there, springing him free for about a 15, 16-yard gain on the play.
And the Tigers, I believe, called a timeout there, so we've got a timeout on the field.
This game is sponsored by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, 539 Railroad Avenue in Independence. Drop off your pictures at Pete's. They also have all your baby needs and more. That's Pete's Pharmacy. Also, vote number 15, Chuck Reed, for State Representative, District number 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions, and he wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. That's please vote number 15, Chuck Reed.
Timeout on the field with 3:39 remaining first quarter. Independence leading Kentwood 6-0, but the Kangaroos are driving. They're down to about the 25-yard line of Independence. The Tiger defense wanted to call a timeout and talk it over because they've given up a couple big runs to the Kangaroos.
Both teams have been calling a few timeouts early in this game.
1st and 10. McKnight under center. Addison in the backfield. He's got the receiver split to the far side and one to the near side. He hands it a reverse around to the right side to number 11, Kendall Cooper, but the Tiger defense read that. They get nothing on that play.
There was number 8, Flem Williams, and also number 9, Lionel Singleton, really doing a great job not being fooled on an end reverse. Stayed in their lanes, waiting for the guy to come around. Made a great tackle for about a 6-yard loss. Good play right there by the Independence defense.
Ball spotted back at about the 28-yard line of Independence. So now McKnight brings his offense to the line. He's got Addison in the backfield, one receiver to the near side, one to the far side. Fakes the handoff, now drops back. He's under pressure, rolls to his left. He's got some room, and he runs it down the sideline. He catches a block. He's down, and he ran out of bounds. I believe he was out of bounds at about the 10-yard line, but I'm not exactly sure at this point. But, man, some nice blocking there by the Kangaroos out front to allow McKnight to get downfield. And again, good blocking. That's the key. And Desmond McKnight showing you his speed around the outside.
Kentwood showing some great blocking in this first quarter. Really laying the smack down right there.
And now this is when you see Kentwood at their best. When they start running the ball, using the option, the quarterbacks start rolling out, they start laying some licks on people. That's when the crowd gets into it, the band gets into it, and the Kangaroos start to show their football dominance. But Independence now, they have a good defense. They're backed up, but they've been in this situation before. They've stepped up. They bring the chains out to check for the first down. It's going to be another close call.
You're looking at 3rd down and less than a foot. Kentwood really needing to get a first down right here.
3rd and 1 for the Kangaroo offense. McKnight up to the line. He's got Addison in the backfield. He's got number 1, Byron Ross, far right side for a receiver, way out far right. He's got Ronnie Wesby to his near side, and Ross to the far side. Addison in the backfield. 3rd and 1. Ball spotted about the 15-yard line. They hand it to number 20. He's got a hole up the middle. That's McGee, and he takes it down to about the 10-yard line. So again, they continue to run the football. Now you're starting to see the Kentwood offensive line make some plays.
Excellent job again on a counter run right there by number 20, Jawan McGee. Going through the hole, picking up the first down, a gain of about 3 yards on the play.
That is the first down, and the Kangaroos continue to stay alive. Under 2:40 remaining first quarter. Independence with a 6-0 advantage, but the Kangaroos are in Independence territory. Ball's at the 10-yard line. A man in motion, McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the back of the hand to Addison. He goes right up the middle, and he's swarmed by Tigers everywhere, and he doesn't get but about a yard on that play.
That was number 66, Barry Whitmere, and also number 54, Rod Higginbotham on the stop for the Independence Tigers.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Kangaroo offense. And again, they're in the territory right now where Independence is known to be able to make stops. McKnight under center, Addison in the backfield. He's got Wesby to the left side, on the near side. Receiver, the hand to number 11. He's going on the right side. That's Cooper, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Kendaro Cooper on the right side from about 10 yards out. Touchdown, Kentwood.
There is a flag on a play. It could be holding against the Kentwood Kangaroos. When the line judge throws a flag, look out, it's usually holding, but we'll wait and see. Going to be a legal shift against the Kentwood Kangaroos, really killing that touchdown right there.
Yeah, penalties will come back to haunt you, and a penalty so pushes the Kangaroos back. They avoid the touchdown, push them back 2nd and 15 now. They move the football way back to about the 25 to 30 yard line. You just can't make penalties when you're down in the red zone. You cannot execute penalties and really commit penalties when you're down there, because you don't get a lot of chances against these teams like Independence to score. When you do, you have to make sure you get in, and right there they have a costly penalty, moves them back.
Can't have mistakes, kill a drive.
McKnight under center, he's got Westby in motion, Addison in the backfield. He drops back, now he's got to throw, feels the pressure, under extreme pressure, rolls left, throws it up, and it's incomplete, out of bounds, and he was hit very hard in the backfield by several Tiger defensemen, number 22 in particular, Robert Tofield, with the contact to McKnight after the pass.
Tofield and also number 90 bringing the heat right there. Desmond McKnight, he was just forced out of pocket. He had to roll out, try to get something done, but doing a smart thing, throwing it out of bounds, throwing it away.
Right, that was a smart play. You don't want to throw up an interception here. You want to throw it away and have another shot. So that brings up 3rd and 15 for the Kangaroo offense. 1:40 remaining first quarter. If you're just joining us, Independence leading 6-0. The Kangaroos had the ball down at about the 10-yard line, had a costly penalty, and it pushed them back, and now they're trying to dig themselves out of that hole and get some points on this drive. 3rd and 15, McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield, Wesby to the near side, and Ross to the far side. They pitch it out to Addison, flea flicker. He drops back now. He's going to throw it. He's under pressure, rolls right. He'll take it on the sideline, lowers his head, and goes down to about the 5-yard line. But that's the only thing that Addison could do at that point.
Once again, Kangaroos trying to come out with another halfback pass, trying to do a little trickery right there, maybe trying to see if Independence would blow coverage, but staying smart, staying back. Had no one open, did a smart thing, kept the drive alive, maybe for potential field goals right here. We'll wait and see.
It's 4th and 10 now, and like you said, they might go for that field goal. They might just decide to be aggressive and go for the first down. They're going to have to score a few points tonight against this Tiger offense. 4th down, McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. Again, he's got Wesby to the near side, Ross to the far side. They're going to go for it. He drops back, has some time, rolls to his left, looks to the end zone. He finds Ronnie Wesby, and that's a touchdown, Kentwood. Beautiful execution from McKnight to Wesby. Touchdown, Kangaroos.
When you give McKnight time, he'll be able to spot someone open, number 34, Ronnie Wesby, just doing a 5 and out. McKnight rolling to his left. Nice little touch pass right there. Not really forcing, not drilling it, but nice little touch pass for the score for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
And you knew Coach Career was going to be aggressive and go for it, and he did, and it came up in favor of the Kangaroos. Now, let's see what happened here.
Well, Jeff, when you're 1-2 and you're going against a 3-0 team, you have to be aggressive.
They're going to go for the 2-point conversion, so another aggressive call by Coach Career. You never can doubt this man. He goes for the win. He doesn't go for the tie, or he goes for the win. They're going to go for it on, you got Westby in motion, McKnight under center, Addison in the backfield. McKnight drops back, throws back to the same side of the end zone, but this time it's incomplete to the intended receiver, number 11, Cooper. So they don't get the 2-point conversion, but they tie the game up at 6. So with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter, your score, Independence 6, Kentwood 6. And again, both touchdowns in this game have been scored short gains. 10-yard run by Jarvis Dunn and a 10-yard pass from McKnight to number 34, Ronnie Westby. 6-6 ball game so far. Pretty well played ball game.
Kentwood really needing that score right here, really to build up that confidence. It was good to see how easily they marched downfield right there, because Independence was really big up front on the line, averaging about 240, 250 up front. So Kentwood desperately needing a score right here early in this first half.
No doubt about it. The Kangaroos even this game up. And folks, if you just joined us, we've got a great ball game. A 6-6 tie ball game. 40 seconds remaining first quarter from Kentwood, Louisiana. Jeff Warchek, Brett Luckett, and Francis Scott bringing you the matchup between the #1 rated team in Class 3A, the Independence Tigers, and the #9 ranked team in Class 1A, Kentwood Kangaroos.
Well, when these two teams get together, you can look forward to a good smash-mouth football game.
Smash-mouth football, some of the best football you'll find in the state of Louisiana, and for that matter, the country. Here we go. The Kangaroos kick it off to the Tigers. And that's number 28 for Kentwood kicking off. Marcus Brown back to receive his Independence. They take it out, and that's no gain. Not much there for the Tigers. Good special teams play by Kentwood. The ball spotted at about the 25-yard line. That was Gerald Williams on the return for Independence.
That was number 25, Anthony Ko. And also number 4, Roman Robinson on the tackle for the Kentwood Kangaroos. No blocking right there, but Independence Tigers. When you kicked off, you need to get some good blocking up front.
Got to have blocking in order to pick up some yards, and right there, the Kentwood special teams came in and made the play. Brings up 1st and 10. Signorelli under center. He's got Dunn in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. They hand it. They fake the hand. Well, they actually hand it off up the middle, and they don't get much there. Looks like Signorelli had taken it himself, but he handed off to the big number 11, Neely Hubbard, and they didn't get but about 3 yards on that carry.
It was Independence taking it around the left-hand side. Looked like it was going to be a quarterback keeper, but he gave it away for about a 5-yard gain on the play.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second left in the first quarter. That's the end of the first quarter, and 6-6 tie. First quarter, both teams found the end zone, went for 2-point conversions, didn't complete the 2-point conversions. That's why we have a 6-6 tie. Well played first quarter.
Excellent play first quarter. The only thing was Kentwood came out a little jittery in the first quarter. Tried that fake punt. Of course, it went against them. It was a bad decision by Coach Guerrero. But every now and then, when you 1-2, you have to make those kind of decisions. You have to make those kind of plays in a big game like this.
Right, Coach Guerrero came onto the field after that first drive that failed, and then they fumbled the ball and recovered it and got his team fired up, got in their face and said, hey guys, this is big. This is what we get ready for all spring and all year to play these games. Get ready. And they went down the field, marched down, and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, when he went out there and talked to his offense, it looked like he did light a little spark under their fire. All he did was just take it down the field about 85 yards on that drop at a touchdown.
2nd and 6 for the Tigers. They switch sides of the field. The ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Signorelli under center. He's got 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. They go to Dunn. He goes right up the middle, takes it down to about the 35-yard line. About 5 yards on the carry, but Jarvis Dunn, as we talked about his game last week, he had 120 yards. He's a workhorse. He's not a big kid. Only about 5'8", 175, but he had 120 yards on the ground. Pretty impressive for a small back, and really helped Independence win that game.
Well, Jarvis Dunn is a quick guy. Well, like you said, when he goes about 5'8", but he definitely has some good moves out there. Whatever he has in lack of size, he definitely makes up with his speed.
Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Tiger offense. Signorelli under center. The ball spotted at the 35-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Signorelli drops back, got the time, throws, and it's caught by Roger Brister. He breaks the tackle. He's down the sideline, and he's slung out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. But again, Roderick Brister making the catch with a man on him, and then breaks loose from the coverage, gets down the field, and almost escapes. If he'd gotten past that last man, he'd have had a 6-point touchdown.
That was a good catch, but also a good run. Way to shake the tackle on that. Signorelli throwing the ball on another button hook. Really almost threw it kind of late there because the defender tried to make a gamble, tried to make a break for the ball. Every now and then, you're going to come up with the interception, but at a time like this, it seemed costly for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
It was. He did make a break, and could have been an interception. He could have picked it off and gone, but you take a big chance when you try that, and they got burned on that play. Signorelli takes it up the middle. He's down the sideline. He's down to the 20, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. But again, Dustin Signorelli now showing you his running skills. But back to that previous play with Roger Brister. The corner bit. He was trying to go for the pick. He didn't make the pick, and then you give up the big yards to Brister down the field. But Brister has exceptional speed after the catch.
Brister has excellent speed, but Signorelli really showing some speed right there on this last play.
He is. First down for the Tigers. Ball is spotted at about the 10-yard line. So there's a timeout on the field.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for state representative in District 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions, and he wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. Please vote number 15, Chuck Reed. And tonight's game is sponsored by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, 539 Railroad Avenue in Independence.
Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 386-8507. You can call them on the phone, or you can stop by and see them at 1330 Highway 51 in Ponchatoula. If you need to get in shape and you like a family gym, family atmosphere, stop by Ponchatoula Fitness. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. And if you like to build a house and you're not sure how your money works out, you might have some financial constraints, hey, call Rabondo Builders at 375-2077. They'll hook you up with a nice quality built house, any size, shape that you'd like. Also, Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing. For all of your car care needs, stop by Breezy Quick Lube today. Owner Joe Petito and his staff, Terrell Terrence and Roy Benson, will give you the best service around. You can see him at 206 West Palmetto Street or call him at 748-8532. Coming soon, Petito's makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. 1st and 10, the Tigers have the football. Signorelli hands it to Dunn. He goes around the left side, catches some nice blocks. He's down to the 10, back out to the 5, lowers his head, and he's down to about the 3-yard line. So a nice reverse around to Jarvis Dunn, and he shows it his feet around side to get the yards, and they're definitely within the 5-yard line or closer.
Give credit to two key blockers right there, number 21, Landry Richardson, and also number 24, Roderick Brister.
Dustin seemed really excited about that play because, again, when they use Jarvis Dunn around the end, they bring him in motion, they run him to the right side or the left side. He just always usually gets a gain. All he needs is a little seam, and he's just a real fantastic young back to watch. So now they bring the chains out to measure for the first down. It looks, again, extremely close call.
Looks like they're going to be about a foot short for this first down.
Ball looks like it's spotted about the 10-yard line. It's hard to tell with the way they have the hash marks set up in the end zone, but it looks it's at about the 10. Now the Tigers trying to send their play in and decide right now whether they want to run it, drop back and throw it, or what, because this is a critical play in this game. 6-6 tie, 10:56 remaining first half. These teams might trade off each drive, you know, go down the field and score. It looks as if it might be the way it is tonight.
Could be an offensive showdown on both sides.
Could be. 2nd and 10. Signorelli under center. 2 backs in the backfield. And he's under center. He's got his huge offensive line waiting to just blow some holes open for the backs. They hand it to Dunn. He goes right up the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jarvis Dunn. And no hesitation, a huge lane there for Dunn to run through.
Jarvis Dunn with a nice little run right there, really bursting through the line right there. He only goes at 5'7", 160, but he ran like a 5'11", 230 back right there. Reminded me of Terrell Davis, not afraid to go right up the gut.
Beautiful run by Dunn, and like you said, he had a lane to run through on that play. 2nd touchdown of the night. He scored both touchdowns for the Tigers. The other one was from 10 yards out, around the left side. This one's from 10 yards out, straight up the middle of the field, and now they'll attempt the extra point. They lead 12-6. Big Aaron Lips on the field to attempt it for the Tigers. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it is straight through the uprights. It's good. Aaron Lips nails the extra point, and your score with 10:52 remaining first half. Independence 13, Kentwood 6. Let's recap that drive again, Brett. Impressive drive of the Tigers, capped off by the 10-yard run by Dunn.
Very impressive drive of the Independence Tigers right there. Really doing some trickery on that drive, some in reverses. One thing that Independence will be successful in this game is doing a lot of tackle and guard pulls. When they do a lot of counter plays, where the offensive lineman is pulling or the end is coming around for a reverse, that's when they're going to have their most success, is running it around the left or the right side.
Yeah, their offensive line is really starting to assert itself here in this first half, and you saw it on that play. They just had a huge hole for Dunn to run through, and like you said, they open up and make the big key blocks for Dunn when he's running around the left and right side.
You have to realize Independence averages 275 on the offensive line. So in most games, they'll usually have no problem pounding the ball, driving it down your throat.
Tigers now kicking off to the Kangaroos, who are back to return. Ronnie Westby back there with Cedric Addison, along with Kendaro Cooper to return it for Kentwood. It looks like Addison will catch it at about the 10. catch it off the bounce, take it out. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's down to the 25, lowers his head, takes it out to about the 30, 32-yard line. So a good return there by Cedric Addison to give the Kangaroos pretty good field position as they trail 13-6 with 10:46 remaining first half.
Good run, but also a good tackle by number 44, Chris Bonds, for the Independence Tigers. I'll tell you what, Jeff, in his first half, both teams have really had excellent field position so far. Usually averaging about the 34, 35-yard line.
Now Desmond McKnight under center. He's got a back in the backfield. That's Addison. The receiver split to the far side. One to the near side. They've got a man in motion. They headed to pitch it out to Addison. He goes around the right side, lowers his head. Big time contact right there at about the 40-yard line.
Really making a stick right there. Number 4, Darnell Keith for the Independence Tigers. But we have a flag on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Looks like he's packing on number 5 for the face mask against the Independence Tigers. You're looking at 1st and 5 now.
Ball's right at about the 42-yard line. McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. One receiver to the near side, one to the far side. It's drops back. He's got some time. Steps up, going deep down the left sideline to Wesby, and it is incomplete. Ronnie Wesby, great coverage by Chad Alexander of Independence, but Wesby almost had that, couldn't hold on at the very end.
Taking a 2-step drop. McKnight really airing it out right there, but number 1, Chad Alexander, with him step-by-step, just absolutely great coverage on the play.
It was, but Ronnie Wesby almost reeled that pass in. He had it in his hands, but at the last second it dropped it. But a good pass by McKnight. He really led Wesby well, and it was a good pass, but it just didn't convert.
When you have 1st and 3, why not try to go for the home run? Independence is probably expecting to run. Don't think he'd catch him asleep, but good coverage by number 1, Chad Alexander.
2nd and 10, balls at about the 43-yard line. 44, McKnight under center. He's got a man in the backfield. They go to Addison, and he just gets nailed in the backfield, brought down by several Tigers, specifically number 68 for Independence. That was Clarence Richardson. He read it all the way and caught Addison in the backfield.
I got a feeling we'll be hearing number 68's name a lot tonight.
Clarence Richardson, 6'3", 230-pound senior, and he really penetrated nicely on that play. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Kangaroo offense. Ball's back at about the 46-yard line. Now McKnight back in the shotgun. He's got Addison to his left, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, drops back, throws left. It's caught by number 20. That was McGee, but he fumbled the ball. It's on the field. We're not sure who has it at this point. Independence says they have it. Ball's on the field. And the ball's on the field, and it looks as if Kentwood might have recovered that football.
Well, that's actually a break for the Kentwood Kangaroos. That was actually a false start by them, so the play was whistled dead from the start. It's going to push them back 5 yards for 3rd and 7.
Another penalty there. You just can't have those. And they're looking pretty good there in the deep pass. Almost converted, but it pulls them back. And now Independence, again, putting some pressure on this offensive line of Kentwood, trying to make them jump into those penalty situations, jump off sides. And brings up 3rd and 7. McKnight back in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the near side. He rolls to his right, got a little room, throws downfield. It's caught down the sidelines, number 20. That's McGee, and he's swung out of bounds at about the 36, 37-yard line. So a good pass play there. McKnight rolls out, hits McGee, and they pick up some positive yards and a 1st down for the Kangaroos.
Nothing fancy about that play, just a good safe route by number 20, Jawan McGee. McKnight rolling out to his right, really finding him, had enough time to find him downfield for a gain of about 16, 17 yards on the play.
1st and 10 for the Kentwood offense. McKnight of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side, 3 to the near side. 1st and 10. at midfield. Picks up the snap. It was low, takes it up the middle himself, trying to get blocked, spins forward, and he might have picked up about 5 yards on that, but not a whole lot. Just didn't have much room on that run. He tried to throw it. It was a low snap initially. He picks it up off the ground. They were fortunate they didn't fumble that, and then he had to take it and do what he could with it to get some yards.
Well, the low snap interrupted the play right there. It looked like they were going to wide receiver screen on that play. You had two receivers out here. It looked like they were going to set up the block downfield, but Independence really penetrating through the line right there. McKnight did the only thing he could do is fake the throw and try to run for a little positive gain on the play. 2nd and 6. McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. They reverse around to number 11. He's got a little hole. That's Cooper. He breaks loose and goes down the field. Shocking. The Tiger defense takes it to about the 32-yard line. Little explosion there by Cooper as he shoots out of the hole. Awesome running right there. It looked like he was going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss, but just really shooting through the gap right there, picking up 12 yards on the play.
There you go, shooting through the gap. That's what I was looking for, shooting through the gap. He shot through the gap, said by Brett Luckett very nicely as he picks up the positive yards. First down, McKnight in the shotgun. Man in the backfield with him. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball spotted at about the 32. McKnight will go right up the middle, take it himself, and wow, he's nailed by number 99 of Independence, Lionel Singleton, 6'4", 205, lays him down quick.
Kentwood tonight, also like Independence, having a lot of success when they run to the outside. When you run up the middle, number 54, Rod Higginbotham, 5'9", 310, nose guard is going to be waiting on you.
McKnight back in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, a man in the backfield. He drops back, rolls to his left, steps up now, loses his footing, and goes down deep into the corner of the end zone, and it's up for grabs, and incomplete, almost picked off there by number 1, Chad Alexander. There were 2 Tigers in the corner of the end zone trying to defend Westby. It was Chad Alexander and Darnell Keith. Alexander almost had that pick.
Well, Westby actually had him beat down the sideline, had him beat by about 3 steps, but McKnight just kind of hung it up there for a floater. Hung up there too long and gave number 1 and number 4 a chance to get down there for the coverage. Almost intercepted, almost costly again for the Kangaroos.
But again, you're seeing tonight Coach Careers opening up the offense. He's letting McKnight throw the football. He knows he's got to score some points if he wants to hang in this game with Independence. They're opening up, and they've almost connected on several of them. They're going to eventually connect. 3rd and 10, McKnight in the shotgun. He fumbles the snap, now throws it at the last second to Addison. He drops it. It's on the ground. That should be an incomplete pass. It's no fumble, an incomplete pass. It's ruled down at the 40-yard line, so that'll bring up 4th down for the Kentwood offense. And again, they're having trouble holding on to the football.
Like we said earlier, Jeff, it has been raining all day. Since last night, the ground is wet out there. The ball whippers slippery. Right now it's 4th and 11 at the 34-yard line. This is definite 4-down territory right here for the Kangaroos. Definitely need to pick up this 1st down right here.
4th and 10. Coach Career is going to go for it. The ball is spotted about the 34-yard line. McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Big play for the Kangaroo offense in the first half. They reverse. And in reverse, they get caught in the backfield, but Wesley still finds a way. He dropped the football, fumbled it, and I believe the Tigers have recovered. The ball was stripped out of the hands of Ronnie Westby on the reverse, and Independence does have the football at about the 37-yard line.
I believe that was number 22, Robert Tofield, who stripped that ball away.
Another critical turnover there by Kentwood, and you have to hold on to the football. In that situation, they tried a fancy play, a reverse, and they got caught up. Independence penetrating defensively and really confused that play.
Excuse me, Jeff. Kentwood trying to do a little trick with a double in reverse. Independence did a good job staying in their lanes. They wasn't fooled for a second. They gave number 22, Robert Tofield, a chance to penetrate in the backfield and strip that ball.
So the first crucial turnover of the ball game tonight for the Kentwood Kangaroos. Independence has it. They lead 13-6. And we'll go through our sponsors quickly for you. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you need to get in shape, stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 1330 Highway 51 in Ponchatoula, across from the old Cape Tangent, down from North Oaks Hospital, or call on the phone at 386-8507. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a house and you have financial constraints, call Rabondo Builders at 375-2077. Also, Brenda Bro, state rep, vote for her, District 62, number 12. As your state representative, Brenda Bro will work hard to protect your rights and make government work for you. Vote for Brenda Bro, District 62, for state rep. Also, Freddie Baglio, number 31. Vote for him for Independence Board of Aldermen. Freddie Baglio will take care of the people. Vote for Freddie Baglio on October 7th for Independence Board of Aldermen. And also, Breezy Quick Lube at A Meat. stop by and see Breezy Quick Lube, talk to Joe Petito, as well as Terrell, Terrence, and Roy Vincent. They'll hook you up with any car care needs you need. You can call them on the phone at 748-8532. And soon, Petito's makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. That's Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing in Amy, Louisiana. Back to game action. Tigers have just forced a turnover. They have the ball first and 10. Signorelli under center. He's got two backs in the backfield, a receiver at each side. He drops back, throws a pump fake up, now throws it down the sideline, and it's incomplete to the intended receiver, number 21, Landry Richardson. Nice pump fake by Signorelli. Couldn't hook up with Richardson down the sideline.
Number 80, Frankie Smith on the coverage. Independence trying to do a little trick, a little out and up pump fake, but number 80 didn't bite on the play. Signorelli had some pressure right there. Got stuck by number 25, Anthony Kao on the play, really disrupting the pass. Almost came up with the catch, though.
Yeah, great effort by Richardson. Brings up 2nd and 10. Signorelli under center, two backs in the backfield. They hand it to Williams. He goes up the middle, fights hard, and he's still on his feet. Can't be brought down, but he got as far as about the 40-yard line on that carry. And Kentwood now a little heat in this game, a little trash talking going on between the Kangaroo defense and the Independence offense. And now you see the emotions in the game coming out. 13-6 lead for Independence. 6:50 remaining first half. The crowd really getting jacked up, Brett.
That right there really jacking up the crowd right there, and also jacking up the Kentwood team as well. They're ready to get back in this football game. They're only down 7 points. Still plenty of time in this ball game, even in the first half.
Here we go, 3rd and 10. Signorelli, the Independence offense, have the ball at the 40-yard line. Two backs to the backfield, two receivers to the far side, Dunn to the near side. Signorelli fakes the handoff, rolls right, steps up, throws, way overthrows Gerald Williams there on the incompletion. Just threw it too far over Williams' head. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down. Williams was wide open in the flat.
Gerald Williams was wide open in the flat. Signorelli had all the time in the world. If he would just have a little touch on the pass instead of trying to gun it downfield, he would have hit him on the play. That's a good way to kill a momentum drop right there.
It is, because now you've given the Kentwood defense some momentum and some excitement. They think they can hang in this game. They're only down 13-6. We had 6:23 remaining first half. Plenty of time for the Kangaroos to climb right back into this football game. And trust me, this game is far from being over. 4th down for Independence. They're going to punt. Signorelli, the quarterback, back to punt for Independence. Back to receive for the Kangaroos is also the quarterback for Kentwood, Desmond McKnight. He'll field it at about it'll bounce way in front of him, and now it'll take a bounce down to about the 35, 40-yard line. A shallow punt there by Signorelli. Pretty good field position for the Kangaroos.
There was only a 24-yard punt right there. Great field position for the Kentwood Kangaroos. Really need to get something going right here with 6:12 in the first half.
This game is brought to you by Chuck Reed, running for state representative in District 62. He will fight big business, and he wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, and firefighters. That's vote number 15, Chuck Reed.
Back to game action. The Kangaroos have it at about the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. They trail 13-6 with a little over 6 minutes remaining first half. To hand it up the middle to Addison. He fights hard, protects the football, and takes it down to about the 47-yard line, near midfield. But again, then a critical turnover we saw earlier in the last drive by Kentwood. They turn it over down here. Now they're protecting the football. They know this is their chance. 5:57. They've got great field position to go in and at least tie this game, possibly take the lead before the half. Second and 6 for the Kangaroo offense. McKnight under center, Addison on the backfield, and a receiver split to either side. Fake. McKnight drops back, has pressure on him, just throws it up. Brought down by two Tiger defenders.
He was looking for number 1, Byron Ross, streaking down the right sideline right there. Ross beat his man, but McKnight was being flustered out of the pocket. All he could do is throw it away.
Flem Williams in on the drop to McKnight, and yes, great pressure by the Tiger defense, forcing McKnight to just throw it away to avoid the sack.
This game is also brought to you by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. They are a value right store. You can drop off your pictures at Pete's. They also have baby needs and a whole lot more. That's Pete's Pharmacy in Independence.
3rd and 6, McKnight in the shotgun. He's got two receivers to the far side. One to the near side going deep for the home run ball. Again to Westby. Downfield and a flag. Interference on number 4 of Independence. That was Darnell Keith. He was all over Wesby on that play, and a good call by the referees because that could have been 6 points. Same play they went to before, Brett. Down the left sideline, Wesley streaks. Good pass, but number 4, a little too much contact with Darnell Keith and a flag on the Tiger defense.
Well, Coach Carrier knows that number 34, Ronnie Wesby, can definitely get on separation down the left sideline because these are very fast down for this Kentwood Kangaroo offense. And why not try and air it up? Because at one time or another, you will see him connect on a play like that.
The Tiger secondary is having trouble containing Wesby. He's got great speed. He also plays in the backfield, but he's got great speed on that sideline. You can tell the Kangaroos have been working on that play because they've gone to him twice. They haven't converted, but eventually they're going to hook up with him. They get the call there on the penalty and pick up some extra yards. The ball's spotted about the 47-yard line. It brings up first down for Kentwood, so they get a first down out of that. McKnight under center. He's got a man in the backfield. That's Addison, and a receiver split to either side. Number 11 in motion. And they hand it to him. That's Cooper. He goes around the right sideline. He catches some blocks. Takes it across to about the 38-yard line. Another nice run. Pretty good blocking by the Kangaroos.
Good blocking with number 6, Cedric Addison, on the right-hand side. Simple little run around the right side. Kentwood picking up seems to be about 9 yards on a play.
Time out of the field. We'll take a quick break from the action. We'll go through our sponsors again. Ponchatoula Fitness at 386-8507. If you need to get in shape, go call Ponchatoula Fitness. If you like a family atmosphere, talk to them on the phone at 386-8507 or stop by and see them at 1330 Highway 51 in Ponchatoula, right down from North Oaks Hospital across from the old Cave Tangi. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a house and you have some financial constraints or problems, hey, feel free to call Rabondo Builders. They can work it out for you. Call them on the phone at 375-2077. Also, vote for Freddie Baglio, number 31 for the Independence Board of Aldermen. A vote for me is a vote for the people. That's Freddie Baglio. Vote for him on October 7th for Independence Board of Aldermen. And also, Breezy Quick Lube and Auto Detailing. Go by and stop by and see Joe Petito at Breezy Lube Auto Detailing. They'll help you out with all your car care needs. You can see Terrence, Terrell, and Roy Vincent. Stop by and see him at 206 West Palmetto Street or call him at 748-8532. And hey, coming soon, Petito's makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. That's Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing and Amy. We're back to game action. 2nd and 1 for the Kangaroo offense. McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Here we go. They hand it off. That's a man, Addison, right around the right side, but he gets flipped up by the Tiger defense, and wow, what a contact hit there by number 44 of Independence. Chris Bonds flips up Addison.
Great tackle by Chris Bonds, but he appears to be shaking up on a play.
He gave up his body on that play, but he had to stop Addison. If he didn't take him out there, he was going for the touchdown.
What a great job to take it for the team right there, preventing from Kentwood from scoring on that.
Take one for the team, and like we said, you always have hard-hitting football when you see Kentwood and Independence playing. Right there was a big hit, another man down on the field. Looks like a Tiger. I can't quite see the number on that, but there's an Independence Tiger on the field.
That is Chris Bonds shaking up the guy who made the tackle on the last play.
That's Chris Bonds. I thought he's still down there. Yeah, that was a hit. That was a hit. Chris looks to be okay. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school football on Florida Parish Television, Channel 17. Man, holy cow, my goodness. That was a catch by McGee, and man, you don't see that very often. What a play. If you didn't catch that play, what happened? McKnight threw the ball downfield to the intended receiver. It was number 20, McGee, but an Independence defender, you said that was Flem Williams?
Flem Williams.
Flem Williams went up for the interception. It tipped off his hands, and behind him was McGee, the intended receiver, and he made the catch. Had nobody to touch him, went right in for the touchdown. And unusual play there, but it worked, and the Kangaroos get it. They try to go for the two-point conversion, trying to take the lead. McKnight in the shotgun. He rolls to his right. He'll take it up the middle. He's got a block, and he fights his way forward, still on his feet. He didn't get in. The Tiger defense stops him. So again, they go for the two-point conversion for the second time tonight. They don't go through with it. And your score with 4:52 remaining first half, Independence 13, Kentwood 12. We've got a great ball game from Kentwood.
Great concentration right there by number 20, McGee, to keep focused. That's when the tip drill in practice comes into effect. In a big game like this, number 8, Flynn Williams, should have had it. Sometimes too much concentration is your worst enemy. It will cause you to mess up every now and then.
Let's dissect that play one more time for our fans at home. What happened to that play was a situation where McKnight, the quarterback for Kentwood, dropped back to throw a pass. The ball was nearly intercepted by Flynn Williams of Independence. He went up for the interception. It tipped off his hands. Behind Williams was the intended receiver on the play, McGee, for Kentwood. He made the catch, waltzed in for the touchdown. A wacky play, but it counts. The Kangaroos get it. They go for the two-point conversion. They don't convert, and they trail 13-12 with 4:52 first half. What a ball game.
That's why I love high school football. Anything could happen at any given time.
Now the Kangaroos kick it off to the Tigers. Here we go. Independence will take it at the 20-yard line. 4:52 remaining first half. Your score, Independence 13, the Kentwood Kangaroos 12. Very interesting. You talk about the Kentwood Kangaroos. Their mascot's the kangaroo. Where are the Olympics being held right now? Sydney, Australia. That's where the Kangaroos are native.
Well, Jeff, I believe last week, Kentwood actually flew in a live kangaroo for this game.
Oh, they had one coming from Sydney? Really? Interesting. What's the name of the kangaroo?
I'm not sure if they have a name, but we'll find out in the third quarter.
The fans are hopping around everywhere here in Kentwood as their Kangaroos have just scored. They trail 13-12. Signorelli under center for the Tigers. They hand it up the middle. Dunn pushes the way forward, takes it down to about the 30-yard line. Nice run by Mr. Dunn.
Going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Independence Tigers with 4:29 left to go in the first half. It's Independence 13, Kentwood 12.
2nd and 2 for the Tigers. Signorelli under center. He's got Dunn in the backfield. They hand it to Dunn. He goes up the middle, pushes forward, tries to catch some blocks, fights hard. And man, Jarvis Dunn, he is a workhorse for a 5'8", 170-pound running back.
That was number 25, Anthony Ko for the tackle for the Kentwood Kangaroos. Ko only going at 5'4", 149. We're playing like a 260-pound horse.
1st and 10 for the Tiger offense. Ball's right at the 30-yard line. And right now, Independence sees the momentum swinging as Kentwood comes up with a wacky touchdown reception. They only trail by a point with 3:54 and counting first half. Signorelli under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the air. Signorelli rolls to his right, steps up in traffic, throws it downfield, and it's caught. Big yards for the Tigers. That's number 11, Neely Hubbard. He's down the sideline and finally slung out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Tremendous individual effort by Hubbard.
Hubbard spinning off a tackle right there. Kentwood needs to do a better job at tackling. When you got a guy, you have to wrap him up and bring him down to the ground. Hubbard doing an excellent job spinning off the tackle, gaining another 10 yards.
Neely Hubbard in the flat. He's a running back, 5'10", 190, only a sophomore, showing you his hands there, versatility in the flat to make the catch, pick up huge yards. And the Tigers trying to score again before the half. We've got a great football game from Kentwood, Louisiana. Independence, Kentwood. Independence leading 13-12. Jeff Horchak, Brett Luckett, and Francis Scott with you, bringing you the play-by-play and color commentary. But there was a penalty on that play, and these penalties are very costly. We've seen a couple on Kentwood. Now a big crucial penalty on the Tigers. Moves them way back and just takes that play and erases it.
Well, Independence definitely needs to get something going right here. Only up 13-12 before halftime. If they can get something going right here, build some momentum, because they get the ball in the second half.
Ball spotted at about the 14-yard line. 1st and 25 for Independence. They're going to have to pass here. Signorelli under center. And he takes it himself, goes up the middle, but doesn't get anything, and that's 4th down. Brings up 2nd down for the Tigers, and again, Kentwood defensively not letting Signorelli get loose.
That was number 61, Stephen Smith for the Kentwood Kangaroos, shooting through the hole right there. Looked like Signorelli wanted to run to his left side, but had to go in a misdirection to the right side, picking up no yards on the play, actually losing 2 yards.
This brings up 2nd down, 27 yards to go for the Tiger offense. He's got the football at about the 12-yard line. Signorelli under center. He's got Dunn in the backfield and receiver split to either side. They pitch it out to Dunn. He goes around the left side. He's got a nice hole. He shows the speed of the open field. Down to the 25, 35. Out to 30. Wow, I got a little excited there and say he went to the 35, went to the 30. But I love watching Jarvis Dunn run. He's just so exciting, and it's got tremendous speed.
Give Coach Bagley a lot of credit because over the years he has produced many great running backs coming out of this system.
You got to talk about LeBrandon Tofield up at LSU the other night against the, who was that they played?
Auburn Tigers.
Auburn Tigers. Yeah, how can I forget that? LeBrandon looked very sharp, ran nicely, his knees healing up, and you think about LeBrandon Tofield. He had tremendous success at Independence. Was one of the greatest backs I've seen in years. If he can stay healthy, he's got a future at LSU, maybe even farther. 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. Signorelli under center, 2 backs in the backfield. They fake the handoff. He rolls right, looks downfield on a pass play, and it is incomplete to the intended receiver, number 21, Landry Richardson, down the sideline at about the 45. Couldn't hold on, incomplete pass. 4th down.
That was a tough catch by Richardson. Signorelli actually threw it behind him, so he had to adjust to the ball, but still, when the ball hits you in your hands, you got to come up with the play.
1:48 remaining. First half, 13-12. Independence with the lead. Here we go. 4th and 13. Back to punt is Signorelli. So 1:48 remaining. Plenty of time for the Kangaroos to get good field position here and try to get in. Good pressure by the Kangaroos. They couldn't quite block it. And that's McKnight back to return it for the Kangaroos. He takes it out, got some great blocking in front of him. He's down to midfield, goes up the middle, gets us some more blocks, and he's down at about the 45-yard line. But, man, they are blocking people like crazy out there. Very physical game at this point.
The Kentwood Kangaroos with excellent field position with 1:34 to go in the first half. Only down a point. Try to get something going right here. Try to build some momentum for the second half.
First and 10 for the Kangaroos. McKnight under center. He's got a receiver to each side and a man in the backfield. That's Addison. They fake the handoff, reverse around to number 20. That's McGee. Goes around the left side. And they pick up about 4 yards, but not much. But the Kangaroos now, 1:25 remaining. They've got to find that end zone.
They need to get a score right here because you have to realize Independence gets the ball in the second half. And if Independence goes into halftime with the lead, that could kill some confidence for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
And could. They really want to score here and keep the team, the crowd, and the fans and the cheerleaders on a high going into halftime. The crowd chanting like, hurry up, you're under a minute now, you got to go for it. McKnight under in the shotgun. He's got a man in the backfield, receivers everywhere. He drops back, got loads of time going deep downfield, wide open, incomplete to number 1, Byron Ross. And Ross just dove, threw his hands out, saying, just overthrown. I couldn't hold on to it.
Well, it looked like he had one-on-one coverage with number 4, Darnell Keith. Byron Ross just running a simple post pattern down the middle of the field. Desmond McKnight laying it up, throwing a beautiful pass, just overthrew him about a yard. If he throws another yard, that's 6 points for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
Incomplete to Ross. That brings up 3rd and 6 for the Kangaroos. They have the ball at midfield. McKnight back in the shotgun. He's got a man in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. The Tiger defense hunkers down. And a flag on the play.
Looks like it was encroachment against the defense. It's going to move the ball 5 yards forward for the Kentwood Kangaroos, bringing up 3rd and about 1 for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
So again, a crucial play. The fans want to see the Kangaroos get in the end zone. They're chanting to hurry up, execute. You've got to throw the ball at this point where you are on the field.
Number 20, Colby Payne. Little quick anticipation right there. Was ready for the play. Just jumped off sides right there.
It is 3rd down for the Kangaroos. 48 seconds remaining first half. Independence with a 13-12 lead. It's been a tremendous ball game to watch and view. And we've got a whole half to go. McKnight under center. 3rd and 2. He hands it off to Addison, he escapes, but gets tripped up and tackled right there in the backfield. Minimal gain on that carry, and they've got to throw the ball 43 seconds and counting.
And remember in high school, on a first down, the clocks do stop. So that does 43 seconds on the opposing 40-yard line. That's plenty of time to get a quick score.
McKnight back in the shotgun. He's got two receivers to the near, two to the far. Drops back, got some time. Good protection by the Kentwood offensive line. Now he's got to get rid of it. Throws it down the sideline. Incomplete. And they might call intentional grounding there because the receiver, number 11, Cooper, was a good ways from that pass.
Well, number 16, McKnight rolled off in the pocket. When you roll off in the pocket, you are allowed to throw the ball away. So McKnight doing the smart thing again. Really showing a lot of maturity in this game. Not really forcing too many throws. Trying not to have the turnovers in this game like he did 2 weeks ago.
He is making much better decisions, as you said, tonight versus the Amy game, which he tried to force some passes into coverage. But he's growing up as the season goes on and brings up another chance for the Kangaroos. McKnight back in the shotgun. Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side. He drops back, got some time. Got all day long. Now he's going to heave it downfield to the end zone. Nobody's around. Incomplete. And there was no receiver really around. He just threw it up, was hoping somebody would go downfield and try to make an effort at it. Nobody did. And again, some contact in the end zone by the Kangaroos and the Tigers. 21 seconds remaining, Brett. First half almost over, 13-12 game. The Kangaroos have it at midfield, about the 40-yard line, third down. What do they do here?
There is 21 seconds left. Like I said, there's plenty of time. If I was Kentwood, I'd try to pick up the first right here, stop the clock, then maybe call timeout after that, maybe even down the ball.
Got two more cracks at it, and that's it before the half. McKnight back in the shotgun, Addison in the backfield. Two receivers to the near side, two to the far side. He drops back, got some time, looking for a receiver, can't find anybody. Now he steps up, throws it, and it's incomplete, knocked away by number 8 of Independence, Flynn Williams. Good defense there, breaks up that pass.
Good coverage right there. McKnight looking for the guy on an out route. He had all day to throw it, try to zip it in there, try to get something going. A great defensive play by Flynn Williams to break up that pass.
That brings up fourth down now for Kentwood. They're down by a point, 14 seconds remaining first half. One more shot at the end zone, and that's it. And like you said, the Tigers will take over in the second half. Got a lot of Independence fans on the other side of the field. Not too far from Independence, so they have a lot of their fans that come over to watch this game. Fourth down, big play for the Kangaroos before the half. McKnight in the shotgun, receivers spread everywhere. He drops back, he's going for the home run ball, throws it up deep, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver on that pass was number 82, Long, but he couldn't quite get in position. They had double coverage on Long, and 7 seconds remaining. It'll be Independence football. They'll probably down and go into the locker room at halftime up 13-12.
Looked like there was a little incidental contact right there, but the ref not throwing a flag. Turning the ball back over to the Independence Tigers with only 7 seconds left in this first half.
You have to give it to Coach Carrillo. He's kept his team in this game. They played good defense. They made some good plays on offense. They're only down 13-12, possibly heading into halftime. And this is anybody's game at this point. Still a half to go. We've got the number 1 rated team in Class 3A facing off against the number 9 ranked team in Class 1A. Doesn't get much better than this.
Absolutely not, Joe. Seeing a great ball game right here in Kentwood, Louisiana.
Seven seconds remaining till the half. 13-12, Independence with the lead. And like we said, we've seen great football tonight. Good game. We didn't know what to expect from an offensive standpoint because we know Independence can score points and we know the Kangaroos can, but with the weather the way it's been, we didn't know. But we've seen a lot of scoring for the first half. And we expect to see some more in the second half. Of course, the defenses will probably hunker down and try to make it more of a defensive game. We've seen a couple turnovers, but not a lot. Not too many penalties. But a pretty well-played game. Now, Coach Carrier and Coach Baglio, like I said, have to be happy with their teams. I know Coach Baglio will continue to pound the ball in the second half because he has such a huge offensive line. He's going to try to wear down the defensive line of Kentwood, but we'll see. Tigers have it. The 40-yard line. Really has done in the backfield. They fake the handoff, steps up, looking for somebody. He'll just take it himself, go up the field, run the clock out, and that's the half. So it's halftime from Kentwood, Louisiana. Your score, Independence 13, Kentwood 12. We'll take a quick break and be back for and bring you the sponsors.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Railroad Avenue in Independence. Also, vote number 15, Chuck Reed, for state representative in district number 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions, and he wants more money for teachers, firefighters, and public servants. Please vote number 15, Chuck Reed.
Ponchatoula Fitness Center. If you need to get in shape and you want a quality family atmosphere, stop by Ponchatoula Fitness Center at 386-8507. That's where you can call them on the phone, or you can stop by and see them in person at 1330 Highway 51 in Ponchatoula, right down from North Oaks Hospital and across the street from the original Cave Tangi. Also, Rabondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a house, you have some financial constraints, hey, don't worry. Call Rabondo Builders today at 375-2077. Also, Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing for all of your car care needs. Stop by Breezy Quick Lube today under Joe Petito and his staff. Terrence and Roy Vincent will give you the best service around. Stop by at 206 West Palmetto Street or call at 748-8532. Coming soon, Petito makes history by opening Amy's first Quick Lube. That's Breezy Quick Lube and Joe Petito Auto Detailing, as well as Freddie Baglio. Please vote for Freddie Baglio, number 31, Independence Board of Aldermen. A vote for me is a vote for the people. That's Freddie Baglio, Independence Board of Aldermen on October 7th. And also, Brenda Bro, State Rep, District 62. As your State Rep, I'll work hard to protect your rights and make government work for you. Number 12, State Rep, District 62, Brenda Bro. Welcome back to second half action from Kentwood, Louisiana. 13-12, your score. Independence with the lead. The Kangaroos kicking off to the Tigers. Back to receive for Independence is Gerald Williams. He takes it out to about the 20-yard line, and he's stuck. Brought back. So we start off the second half, Brett. Independence gets the football up 13-12. In the first half, few defensive plays. No big, real critical turnovers, and both teams were able to run the ball, make some throws. Second half, what do you expect?
I expect a lot of running coming from the Independence Tigers. A lot of the pass plays in the first half were broken up. It was good defensive plays by the Kentwood Kangaroos. So I expect Independence to kind of wear down the Kentwood defense and really pound the ball the second half.
Well, we'll see. Here comes Independence. They have it 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 25 to 30-yard line. It looked originally they had it out to the 20, but they're out to about the 30. So Signorelli has two backs in the backfield. They hand it up the middle, and there goes number 11. That's Hubbard. He's down the field, catches some blocks, and he's brought down at about the midfield 45-yard line. So another nice run by Neely Hubbard. He's starting to get into a groove now and find some holes.
Starting to get into a groove. Hubbard juking and jiving downfield. Found a little gap around the guard left-hand side for about a gain of 15 yards on the play.
Brings up a first down for the Tigers. Signorelli under center. He's got Jarvis down in the backfield. Royce Skameka split wide right. And he's got another receiver split wide left. They pitch it out back to Dunn. He goes around the left side down the sideline, fights his way forward, but didn't get a whole lot there. He was strung out by the Kangaroo defense. They're still hitting very hard out there. You hear the fans chanting. They're hitting when they head to that sideline. They're going to get hit pretty hard.
Looked like there could have been a late hit on that play, but the ref didn't call anything. Thought the play was good. Going around the left-hand side. Good block by number 37, Ryan LeBlanc, to spring Dunn around the left-hand side for about a 5-yard gain on the play.
Brings up second down at 10 yards to go for the first down. Ball spotted right at the 48-yard line. Signorelli under center, two backs in the backfield. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Signorelli hands it to Dunn again. He spins back outside, tripped up in the backfield. Good defensive play there by the Kangaroos. That was number 11 for Kentwood, Cooper, who tripped up Dunn in the backfield. Brings up third down for Independence, and like you said, they're going to run the football because of that powerful offensive line, but defenses have to step up in this second half. It's the key point in the second half when you have to defensively take a stand and stop the other team, because you're in a close ball game like this. Either team can break a big play at any time. You have to make the big play on defense to really set up the outcome of the game. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Signorelli under center, two backs in the backfield. They hand it to Dunn. He goes up the middle, finds a little seam, fights his way forward. He's still on his feet, and he's actually pushed forward by the Kangaroo defense, and he picks up extra yards. Looks like he might have had a first down on that. Up to the 45-yard line, but Jarvis Dunn just keeps his legs churning, and very hard runner.
He's a man who just doesn't want to go down. He's willing to do anything to pick up the first down. He, for me, is carrying 3 or 4 tacklers on his back.
It almost looked like the Kentwood defense was pushing him forward. And I know they don't want to do that, but it almost looked like that because he was moving the pile forward. First down for the Tigers. Signorelli under center, two backs in the backfield, two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Signorelli keeps it himself, goes up the middle, and he's down to about the 35-yard line. Nice quarterback keeper there by Dustin Signorelli. Positive yards on the quarterback sneak, and Dustin Signorelli likes to tuck it, run it, go right up the middle, run behind the big offensive line.
Yeah, right now it looks like Independence is just trying to, to move the ball, to drive the ball down the field, get some time off this clock, and get this third quarter underway.
You've got to use that big line because you want to wear down this defensive line of Kentwood. Signorelli under center, second down, 2 yards to go, two backs in the backfield. The Independence crowd is chanting. They pitch it back to Dunn. He goes around the left side, waits for his blockers, can't find anything, and they stuff him. So they're now starting to seal those corners, and they're not letting Dunn get around the left and right side because they know that's where he likes to run.
Let me tell you, that was a big stop out there on the right side for that, stopping them to get that first down. It looked like they lost maybe a yard on that play.
That was number 75, Orlando Hill, for the Kentwood Kangaroos on a stop. Big stop, bringing up 3rd and 2 for the Independence Tigers.
9 minutes, 18 seconds remaining, third quarter, 13-12, Independence leading Kentwood. From Kentwood, Louisiana, Jeff Horchak, Brett Luckett, and Francis Scott with you. 3rd and 2, Signorelli goes right forward, lowers his head, and he got the first down. So again, hard running by Signorelli. He feels confident running behind that big 275-pound offensive line, and hey, I would too.
Just ran a quarterback sneak going right behind number 66, Barry Whitman, who goes at 5'9", 300 pounds for that offensive line.
Barry Whitmer's low to the ground, but he is solid. And he's done a nice job tonight. Brings a 1st and 10. Ball is right at the 32, 33-yard line. Signorelli under center. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. They hand it up the middle to Hubbard. He goes right up, and again, finds the hole, picks up 5 to 6 yards on each carry. Continues to drag the pile forward. He got about 8, 9, 10 yards on that carry. Takes it down to about the 21-yard line. Neely Hubbard really running hard, and that line is the key. If you have a solid offensive line like the Tigers do, the second half is where your line is supposed to step up and take over, and that's what they're doing on this drive.
Yeah, Independence looks like they're trying to establish the running game on this drive, and you know it really looks good for Independence. They done move the ball pretty much halfway down the field, and they're trying to punch it in for the score.
They also want to take the time off the clock, and that's the key for the Tigers. Brings up 2nd and 2. Ball's at the 23-yard line. Signorelli goes right up the middle, and he's down to about the 18-yard line. But Signorelli, they keep pounding the ball up the middle. They're going to pick up 4, 5, 6 yards on each carry.
That was a good run right there by Signorelli. Independence averaging 275 across. You can usually expect them on short yards to do that quarterback sneak every single time.
13-12 is your score. Tigers have the lead, but they're trying to pad the lead at this point. 1st and 10, the ball is spotted at about the 18-yard line. Signorelli under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Every receiver split to each side. They hand it to Hubbard. He's got a room, bounces it outside, still on his feet, and he's dragged down about the 8-yard line. Neely Hubbard, what can you say? He keeps pounding the football, and they're going to get right in that end zone where they want to be.
One thing about these Independence running backs, they definitely love to run hard. They don't want to go down. They have a purpose.
Hubbard bounces it outside there. He's a load. He's about 5'10", and about 190, and he's tough to bring down. He keeps those legs churning. Second down, 1 yard to go. Ball is spotted about the 8-yard line. 13-12 is your score. The Tigers have the lead. They go to Dunn. He goes up the middle and picks up maybe a couple yards in that play, not much. Again, the crowd has gotten into it. The Kangaroos, some new players checking in for Kentwood, number 66. That's going to be Daniel Thompson, the center, 5'10", 230, checking in the game, and number 44 checking out for the Kangaroos, Ramon Robinson. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted about the 9-yard line. Signorelli under center, Dunn in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side. They pitch it out to Dunn. He goes on the left side, has a block, dances his way up the middle, and he's stuck right at about the 3-yard line. A big hit there by the Kangaroos.
Good run by Jarvis Dunn around the left-hand side. Just some good power running, but it was Independence running backs.
Coming into this game, the Tigers were undefeated at 3-0. 3-0 on the season, rated number 1 in the state in 3A, and Kentwood rated number 9 in the state in 1A. 13-12 is your score, 6-11. 3rd quarter, 13-12. Tigers have it. Signorelli under center. They hand it to Dunn. Dunn spins his way up, and he's nailed at the goal line again. So again, they try to punch it in, but Dunn gets it in. He takes it into the touchdown. It was hard to see from this angle, but Jarvis scores his 3rd touchdown of the night. He was very active last week with 120 yards against the Estruma Indians. Tonight, 3 scores, 19-12. Tigers take the lead.
Give credit to the great play calling by the Independence coaching staff, running almost 6 minutes off the clock on that one drive.
Tell you what, this is a big drive for Independence. Running that much time on the clock, it really wears down the defense of Kentwood, and it really it's going to be interesting to see how the offense comes around and when they get the ball here after this long drive by Independence.
As we said, that's the 3rd score of the night for Jarvis Dunn. He has really had a field day tonight. Scores from 3 yards out and a timeout on the field. He scored on the 3-yard touchdown, his 3rd of the night, excuse me. He scored all the points so far for the Tiger offense. And going back, we'll recap some of the scores for you. Dunn scored on a 10-yard touchdown run in the 1st quarter. They went for the 2-point conversion. It was no good. Then Dunn scored again at the 10:52 mark, 2nd quarter, on a 10-yard run. And here he takes it in from 3 yards out. So 3 scores, 19-12, timeout on the field. Independence with a 19-12 lead. See, they'll go for the extra point at this point. .6:03 remaining, 3rd quarter.
Independence lining up for the extra point. Aaron Lips Back to kick it for the Independence Tigers. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good.
Extra point good, and the Tigers take a 20-12 lead with 6:03 left in the third quarter. And again, another impressive drive. As we said, they took a lot of time off the clock. They punched it in with Jarvis Dunn, controlled the ball control offense, take time off the clock, and pad your lead. And that's exactly what the #1 rated team in Class 3A did on that impressive drive.
This game is brought to you by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for state representative in district number 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions and wants money for teachers, law enforcement, firefighters, and public servants. Vote number 15, Chuck Reed, for state representative. And tonight's game was also sponsored by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. That's Pete's Pharmacy, Railroad Avenue in Independence.
Tigers kicking off to Independence. Back to receive for the Kangaroos. They have 3 men back deep. Westby along with Cooper and Addison. And that's number 34. Westby will take it. He's up to the 25. He's got a hole. 35. And he's down at the 37-yard line. Good return by Ronnie Westby. Good field position for the Kangaroos. They're down 20-12. Plenty of time right now. They have to do exactly what the Tigers did. Try to take a little time off the clock, but ball control offense and score the touchdown.
Looks like we have an official's timeout on the field, but Jeff, going back to what you just said, Kentwood definitely needs to get something going right here. Only down 20-12 with 5:55 left in the third quarter. Kentwood definitely needs to put together a good sustained drive right here. Get what they do in the first half, kind of mix it up, a little pass, a little run. Their strength was relying on the off strength of Desmond McKnight.
I'd like to thank also more of our sponsors who help bring this broadcast to you and yours. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. You can contact them on the phone at 386-8507, or you can stop by and see them at 1330 Highway 51. If you'd like to get in shape and you'd like a family atmosphere to work out in, Ponchatoula Fitness is the place for you. Again, call them at 386-8507. Also, Robondo Builders. They've been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. And if you have some maybe financial problems and you'd like to build a new house or have your house remodeled and added on to, call the Robondo Builders at 375-20. Breezy Quick Lube, Joe Petito Auto Detailing. You can call them at 748-8532. They're an Amy to help you with all your car care needs. First and 10 for the Kangaroos. McKnight under center, a back in the backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. They go up the middle to Addison. He goes nowhere, and 2 Tigers meet him right at the line of scrimmage.
Big number 99, Lionel Singleton penetrating through that line right there, stuffing the runner in the backfield for about a 1-yard loss on the play.
Well, back to our sponsors, Breezy Quick Lube. You can stop by and see them at 206 West Palmetto Street in Amite, or you can call them, as we said earlier, at 748-8532. Coming soon, Petito makes history by opening Amite's first Quick Lube. That's Petito Auto Detailing and Breezy Quick Lube in Amite. Here we go, 2nd and 11. The Kangaroos have it at the 35-yard line. A man in motion, the back of the backfield, 2 receivers to the near side. McKnight will take it around the left side. Doesn't have a lot of blocking. He's dropped. No gain on that play, and flags on the field. Vote for Freddie Baglio, number 31, Independence Board of Aldermen. On October 17th, Freddie Baglio. A vote for me is a vote for the people. That's Freddie Baglio, number 31, on October 7th for Independence Board of Aldermen. 3rd down now for the Kangaroos. On that play, Brett, they didn't get anything. They strung it out. The defense strung it out. Independence and McKnight just went directly down the field, but couldn't, right down to the left side, couldn't pick up any yards.
McKnight trying to quarterback keeper on the left-hand side. The Independence defense playing very aggressive on the front, penetrating that backfield, causing McKnight to have no gain on the play.
5:02, 5 minutes remaining, third quarter, 20-12. Your score, Independence with the lead. McKnight in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Addison to the backfield. Addison picks up a blocker now. McKnight steps up, throws downfield. It's incomplete to the intended receiver, number 20, McGee, and he couldn't quite hold on to it. Brings up 4th down. Great coverage there on the defense secondary by Flem Williams of Independence.
A great coverage by Flem Williams. Flem Williams has been playing excellent defense all night for the Independence Tigers. Only made that one mistake early in the ball game, tipping it up. While having number 20, McGee, catches the touchdown for the Kentwood Kangaroos. But other than that, Flem Williams playing excelling, exciting ball game tonight for the Independence Tigers.
Brings up 4th down. The Kangaroos will punt. Back to receive for Independence is number 2, the dangerous running back Jarvis Dunn, who has scored 3 touchdowns tonight so far for Independence. Addison back to punt. Good punt. He gets hit after the punt. Ball bounces back to about the 25, and there goes Dunn. He picks it up, goes down the sideline, makes a man miss. He gets stuck about the 30-yard line and just laid down on the ground, face up by number 34, Ronnie Westby.
Good hit, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be running into the kick against the Independence Tigers.
The crowd, the Kentwood side, was booing. They said, hey, man, we need a penalty on that because Addison got drilled after he punted that ball, and the referees gave him the call. So Kangaroos get a big break here in the third quarter.
Well, if it's running into the kick, it's only going to be a 5-yard penalty, which is still going to bring up 4th down.
And still have another shot at trying to pick up the first down, and that's all the Kangaroos can ask for at this point. So it goes back to 4th down, and Cedric Addison on the punt draws the penalty.
Looks like it was going to be roughing the kicker against the Independence Tiger. Tigers, a costly mistake right there for the Independence Tigers, keeping the drive alive for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
Ball spotted right at midfield at about the 48-yard line. 4:34 remaining third quarter, 20-12 is your score. Independence with the lead over the Kentwood Kangaroos here from Kentwood, Louisiana. McKnight under center. He's got Addison in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Addison drops, excuse me, not Addison. McKnight drops back, looks downfield. He's got a man, and it is incomplete to the intended receiver. That was number 34, Ronnie Westby. And again, McKnight going for Westby. That's been his key target on those deep routes.
McKnight showing great poise in the pocket, taking about a 5-step drop. 34, Ronnie Westby going downfield. McKnight actually underthrew it, so Westby trying to come back for the ball. Actually had it in his hands, but number 44, Chris Bonds, on a great breakup for the Independence Tigers.
Brings up 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Kangaroos. Ball at 48-yard line. Addison in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far side. A man in motion. They hand it to number 20. A flag on the field. There goes McGear on the left side, breaking tackles. He's down to about the 40, but there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, it looks like that call's going to come back.
Penalty on the Kangaroos there, so that takes away the run by McGee. Pushes them back. And again, penalties, you can talk about them all day, but they're very crucial in a game, especially with 2 good teams like this, and they will haunt you in the second half, especially when you're down 20-12. Coach Carrier not happy about that, but he tells his quarterback, McKnight, to just relax, bring in the plays, and run this offense if they need to score here.
When it comes to a team like the Kentwood Kangaroos, only having 8 seniors on the whole ball club, you can't expect some mistakes in a ball game. 2nd
down, 15 yards to go. McKnight in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. His team trails 20-12. He drops back, feels some pressure, now steps up, throws it incomplete to number 6. That's Addison, but he felt some pressure on the outside. If he hadn't gotten rid of that ball when he did, he'd have got drilled from the backside.
Well, Addison wasn't expecting the ball to come to him so soon. He was still looking upfield, but McKnight had no choice but to dump it up before he got sacked in the backfield.
It would have been a blindside sack. He didn't even see that, and he fortunately, for his sake and the team's sake, got rid of the ball, but it was an incomplete pass. And like you said, Addison didn't see it coming. Brings up 3rd down and 15 yards to go for the Kentwood offense. Ball's at the 48-yard line, the 44-yard line. McKnight back in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Addison in the backfield. He motions. There they go. He's got the ball. He's got some good protection. Steps up. Goes downfield again. And it is intercepted by the Tigers. Number 87 of Independence with the interception, Kenny Galladora. You've been calling his name a couple times tonight right there. Big pick by the 5'10", 165-pound senior. Crucial play.
He was trying to go to number 6, Cedric Addison, on a post route down the middle of the field, but number 16, Desmond McKnight, just underthrew the ball and hung up there for a few minutes, just in time for number 87, Kenny Gallador, to pick off that ball for the Independence Tigers.
Yeah, this is where Independence hurt you. With 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter, up by 8 points, they're going to run the ball and try to get some time off the clock, and it could be a long night for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
The Independence defense knew that Kentwood had to throw the football in the last few plays. They were just waiting back for him to throw it. McKnight, and they picked it off there, and there goes Signorelli up the middle, a few yards. And like you said, this is where Independence wants to be. They have the 8-point advantage. And they have the football, and the clock is ticking. It's the third quarter, 4 minutes remaining. They just continue to run the clock. They hope to get in the end zone, take these long drives, which take a lot of time off the clock, that result in scores. And then they make it very difficult on the opposing team to come back offensively and score. Signorelli under center. He's got two receivers to the far side, and Jarvis Dunn in motion. 2nd and 7. They hand it to Dunn. He goes around the left side, catches some holes, slips some tackles, fights his way forward. Didn't get a lot, but again, he shows you the nifty footwork, which makes him so tough to stop.
Joe Dunn at that time lining up as a split end. Dustin Signorelli sitting him in motion to the left-hand side, doing an in reverse, a little trickery on that play. It actually worked in the early part of the game. It actually worked right here for about a 4-yard gain on the play.
Desmond McKnight in there, the quarterback for Kentwood, in on defense. Number 66 for the Kangaroos checking out. That's big Daniel Thompson, 5'10", 230-pound sophomore. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Signorelli has Dunn in the backfield, and the receiver to each side. He will take it around the left side. He just breaks tackles, and he's in the open field and takes it downfield. Big run there by Dustin Signorelli, the senior quarterback. And he just continues to chop up the Kentwood defense.
Running time off the clock right there. Good call, good safe play, high percentage play. Dustin Signorelli keeping it around right-hand side, going up number 64, Aaron Lips, for about a gain of 9 yards to pick up the first down for the Independence Tigers.
First down for the Tigers. Ball's at the 45-yard line. Signorelli under center. He's got Jarvis Dunn split to his right. He's got two receivers to his left. Now Dunn going in motion. Signorelli goes deep down the sideline to Roy Skameka, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there by the Kangaroos, number 80. That was Frankie Smith.
Sending Dunn in motion again. The Independence Tigers trying to fool the Kentwood Kangaroos and thinking they were going to run it, but actually dropped back. Signorelli took a 2-step drop, trying to throw a fade route out there. Just wasn't there this time.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 40. They hand it off to Jarvis Dunn. Excuse me, Neely Hubbard on the carry, but not much.
That was number 70, Tyrone Folks, for the Kentwood Kangaroos on that tackle. Great stop, bringing up 3rd and 10 for the Independence Tigers.
This is a big third down play for Kentwood right now. If they can get the ball back, they got a chance to tie the ball game up with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
3rd and 10 for the Tigers. 20-12 is their lead over the Kentwood Kangaroos from Kentwood, Louisiana. Signorelli under center for the Tigers. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near side. He rolls to his left, and he's hit in the backfield, and it's a fumble. It's on the ground, but picked up by Jarvis Dunn. Now he's trying to make this play work. He goes down the field, still on his feet, breaking tackles. He's down the sideline. He's finally drilled on the sideline. Wow, what a hit. I couldn't catch the hit, but man, Dunn got leveled.
Good play by Jarvis Dunn right there. Being alert, Signorelli got hit from the blind side. The ball came loose, but Jarvis Dunn being fully alert, picked up the ball, scrambled down the sideline, breaking tackles left and right, bouncing off, looking like a big back man. Just an outstanding run by Jarvis Dunn.
I hope to have an ambulance around here because Jarvis Dunn just got foul drived out of bounds.
That was a big-time hit over there on the other sideline. You know, it's good to see that these guys are still out there. They're bringing the leather, and they're trying to strap it on to them.
Man, first down and 10 for the Tigers, 1:17 counting. Signorelli hands it up the field, and there goes Neely Hubbard, spinning his way through the Kentwood defense, churning forward. Now the Independence crowd on their feet, cheering because they feel like they can go in for the kill at this point, and Hubbard takes it down to about the 29-yard line.
Independence doing a smart thing right now, just running time off the clock. Looks like they put another great job, another great drive right here for the Independence Tigers. Hubbard running with authority right there on that play.
This is a critical drive for the Independence offense because if they can go in and score a touchdown and go up 27-12 heading into the fourth quarter, it's going to make it very difficult for this Kangaroo offense to come back from that many scores. Down.
You can see the Independence crowd over there. They're really getting fired up about this, driving the ball. This is the second long drive of the third quarter. Kentwood really hadn't had a chance to do anything with the ball. That one big penalty gave them a slight chance, but right now it's not looking good for the Kentwood Kangaroos.
Can't say it much better than that. They're hitting hard out there. Jarvis Dunn picked up the fumble by Signorelli, ran down the field, was trying to make something out of nothing, but he got popped on the sideline, and fortunately looks to be okay. And he had a little ankle injury at the beginning of the season. You hope he's all right, but you know, Kentwood, they have so much pride on the line that they're going to still come out and give it everything they have, and they're not going to die.
That's one thing. This defense, it's really, really tired, but when it comes to throwing some licks, they're out there and they're really putting it to them running backs. If they're going to make it through the holes, they're going to make them pay for it. And I mean, this is just hardcore football here and underneath the tank in Kentwood.
1:07 officially left in the third quarter, 20-12, Independence with the lead, but they're driving. They have the ball at the 29-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Signorelli under center. He's got Gerald Williams in the backfield, Roy Skameka split wide right, and a receiver split wide left. They pitch it out to Williams. He goes around the left side, looks for blockers, dices his way through the Kentwood defense, goes forward, and takes it down to about the 18-yard line. Gerald Williams on the carry.
Once again, hard running by number 31, Gerald Williams on a carry. It looks like to me, Jeff, that these Independence runners just don't want to come down tonight. They're running with everything they have.
No, they're very determined to find that end zone. They want to make sure they have a comfortable lead going into the fourth quarter. If they can score here, they will have a nice padded lead headed into the fourth quarter, and that's where their defense can take over and try to force some turnovers. But the Kangaroos have so much pride, so much tradition. Coach Career is telling them, you play to the final second. Signorelli under center. He takes it around the right side, looks for blocks. He finds a hole, explodes out of the hole, takes it down to about 12-yard line.
Good run by Dustin Signorelli right there, gaining about 8 yards on a play. Signorelli trying to find the hole around the right-hand side. That has been open all night for Dustin Signorelli. With the clock winding down with 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Independence 20, Kentwood 12.
And tonight's game was brought to you by Pete's Pharmacy in Independence. Come by and see Pete and Peter Jr. for all your prescription needs. They are a value right store. You can drop off your pictures. If you got some pictures that you need developed, you can drop them off at Pete's Pharmacy. They'll take care of it. And they also have any type of baby needs that you may need, or cameras or anything. So go by and see Pete and Peter Jr. at Pete's Pharmacy. Also, tonight's game is sponsored by Chuck Reed. Chuck's running for state representative in District number 62. He will fight big business tax exemptions and wants more money for teachers, law enforcement, and firefighters. Vote for Chuck Reed, state representative.
We'd also like to thank these sponsors as well. Ponchatoula Fitness Center. Call them at 386-8507. If you're looking to get in shape, tone up, lose weight, whatever the case may be, call Ponchatoula Fitness at 386-8507. Also, Rubino Builders have been building quality homes in the Florida parishes for over 20 years. If you want to build a home and you have financial constraints, call Rubino Builders at 375-2077 today. To have it dominate on that last play was Jarvis Dunn taking it around on the left, right-hand side and take it up 7 yards, but there was a flag on a play against the Independence Tigers. We'll have to wait and see what the call was.